Hey guys, we're here in a Volvo, and this is with the Volvo News, kind of a Google Infotainment system, and we finally have Apple CarPlay as an option in these new Volvos. It's taken a while, but we finally have it, which is a hugely requested feature. It's been coming over through the software updates, so if you go through settings, you can go check your Google, make sure you have the Google system, and we'll go over to system, and we'll go over to software update. This one has the latest 2.2 software right there. Now, depending on which Volvo with the Google equipped system you have, if you have a B5 powertrain, you're probably gonna have to go into the dealership to have your vehicle serviced to get this update. If you have a B6 powertrain, you likely are able to get a software update over the air. I'm not sure what the exact reasons are for this, but that's been the case with some versions, and some are having successful updates. And if that does happen, I would just head over to your dealership to go get that done. But once it is updated and once you do have the proper software, you can see the Apple CarPlay shows up right here. If you go over to your main menu, it also shows up as an icon right here. And well, let's try to connect it, see what happens. So you're gonna need a USB-C cable. As you can see right here, USB-C. I have USB-C to Lightning right here. So that's the way we're going to use this one. We're going to open up our center console. And you can see here we have two ports. We have a USB-C and the USB-C port. Now this USB-C port right here actually is the one you're going to want to plug it into, the one that's highlighted. This is the only one that I will actually allow Apple CarPlay to kind of access. I believe the other one is just for charging. So we're just going to take our USB-C port, pop it in, simply like this, and you're gonna take your iPhone and make sure your phone is also updated to the latest Apple software. I believe Android-Auto has worked on Volvos for a while now recently, so I don't think that's going to be a problem if you're just going to be using your Android phone. Connect to Android-Auto. Now we're just going to turn the car on really quickly. Of course, you're going to need your key. So as you're in a Volvo, let's turn the key over to the right to turn it on, and everything should power on really quickly. Cool stuff. We are inside right now, so I'm just going to turn the car off so we don't waste fuel. You can see the system will turn on. It does take a while to boot up, actually, once you do turn your vehicle on, which I have noticed. This has been, I think, a complaint of the newer Google-based systems, but it's still turning on. But if your phone is connected, it should be able to connect to Apple CarPlay once it does eventually boot up. And here you go. You can see it's connected to Apple CarPlay. Now, there's two ways you can access Apple CarPlay. You can just simply press it right here, or if you want to go in, it's not up there, it can be right in your app drawer right there. Go home, you can press Apple CarPlay, and the cool thing is that it is full screen Apple CarPlay, which is really nice. Swiping left and right, really nice. I think this is a really cool feature, that it is a full screen Apple CarPlay setup, and it does work pretty quickly as well, and it's pretty typical with everything you have with the current Apple CarPlay feature. Now, if you guys have seen updates for the future Volvos, Volvo and Polestar have announced that they will be supporting Apple's new kind of full system-wide Apple CarPlay features, which eventually may take over this display as well. Currently, when you're with the car on, maps do not show up here, only Volvo's maps show up here. But when you do activate Apple Maps, for example, the entire map screen just disappears from this center digital display. Unfortunately, it would be nice to have this implemented here. Not many manufacturers have that, though. I believe BMW is one where Apple Maps will show up in your kind of digital display in front of you. That will be coming to later cars in the future. But yeah, it works pretty quickly, pretty seamlessly and pretty nice. You still have access to your top main Google-based drawer, and you do have access to your things like your climate controls on the bottom. You have your settings still, and you still have your drawer to the left. You can always go home to go always back home to your main Volvo infotainment screen. And again, this is wired only, no wireless Apple CarPlay, which is unfortunate as you do have a wireless charger right here, which is pretty annoying. So you can't really use it, which kind of sucks. So it is plugged in, of course. That's how you're going to use your Apple CarPlay. And yeah, that's pretty much it right now. Like I said, if you're having issues kind of getting this installed in your Volvo, I would just go see your Volvo dealer. Let's just see how Maps looks. Pretty nice, actually. Again, you can't pinch to zoom. No, Apple CarPlay usually lets you do this kind of like tap to zoom. That is their feature. But yeah, this is Apple CarPlay in the new Volvo. So thank you guys for watching this quick video, just showing you this little demonstration. And let me know if you guys want to see more demonstrations like this. Stay tuned for a lot more coming from Allcarnews.